Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Epipeople
On the record.
And this episode, we want to talk about team. You know, there is this very cringy saying of, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go in the team.
Valid in running.
Valid in running?
Yes.
How is it valid in running?
You go alone, you can do whatever speed you want. You go together, you can go further. Mentally, it's like, okay, I'm with the team. Just go together.
Probably because I did not run enough. I remember me running together with you.
Or faster.
No, I couldn't even finish anything. So I was like, no, I don't think this is for me already. I give up. But that is on running. That is on running.
Comment if you think, runners, I need your voucher. Okay, continue.
Okay, that's back to the theme of working in a team. There is this popular model called Tuckman's model, where they talk about there are 5 different stages to a team. You form a team, you go through storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. So what it means is, in the beginning stage, you try to form a team by looking for people. Number 2, storming means you would have conflicted ideas, disagreement with each other, and you need to learn how to weather the storm.
Correct.
So that you are able to norm, which means now everybody understand what's the norm, what's the culture in the company. And then you're able to perform at the team to deliver results. And then you will end up by adjourning the team, for example, doing a post-mortem. So this is like a popular model. But if we talk about theory, right, it's actually quite hard. So today we just want to zoom in and focus on forming only.
Okay, the first stage of
the first stage.
Tuckman model.
Correct. So Mina, if you were to form a team, right, what would be the first thing that you would think about, or the first thing that you would consider?
If I were to form a team or hire people?
I think forming a team and hiring people would be similar. Let's say forming a team. Let's say forming a team.
Okay, forming a team.
Yeah.
I think that would be more relatable to me.
Yeah.
Forming a team, first I would look into the gap. What kind of skill set that I need in my people. For example, in a team building project, okay, I would need a team of facilitator leads. And then I would need a team of media. I would need a team of someone who would be very good at the back ends, sorting the details such as registration, logistics. I think, I would look at the gap first.
Look at the gap, right? So as in the competency gap, the skill gap. Would you say that in order to have a clear, I wouldn't say like have a better idea of what gap there is, you must first have a goal. Right? You must have a goal first, right? Which is like the destination, the outcome, because this is for a team building. We want to deliver this kind of impact for our clients. Okay, we understood. It's like a destination, begin with end in mind. So with that, we identify what are the skills or the talent required to deliver this result. And then we look at our current team. Okay, we have this group of people right now. Then we see whether there's a gap.
Yeah, I would say that would be my way. And I tend to see the gap first. But that is me. How about you, Ellen?
I think it's the same. It's the same. That's why when you explain it, I was already thinking about, oh, there must be a goal. Because sometimes people don't understand the gap, right? And they say, oh, we did our gap analysis. But gap is just like mathematics. The gap between 8 and 5 is 3 is because you use 8 minus 5 equals to 3, right? So when you say there is a gap with our team, it means there is an expectation. And then there is a reality. And the difference between the expectation and the reality, that's the gap.
I think that is one way that I always see you look up into people. When, for example, when he hired me, he saw the goal he had in mind. He somehow has a vision first, and then you know what? Yes, Mina is a good fit for this. And at that time, it was for finance content.
Yes.
He realized, oh, I'm into financial planning, and then I do some sort of content to try to simplify financial complicated contents to simple ones. And then he realized, oh, I have this another vision. I will have you as a content creator and managing this account, and then I will also have an illustrator.
Correct.
So yeah, I think the goal really comes.
So what Mina is talking about here is not Epipeople team. So there is a side project. It's like a passion project that we did during the pandemic. At that point in time, I was thinking, oh, what's happening in the market right now? A lot of people are sharing bite-sized financial content, and they share it in a way that they do not show their face. We actually do not know who's behind the content creators, and they just put it in a very cute way, illustrations. And I asked myself, oh, what if I can do something like this? But I am not as passionate in terms of sharing financial content as Mina, and I'm not as talented in drawing as one of our friends as well. I mean, we can mention them, Song, right? Song.
I can assure you that he is not talented.
Not talented and not creative, but I have an idea like, oh, this is what I wanted to do. So I spoke to both of them separately and then pitched to them about this idea. Both of them bought in the idea and we came together as a team of 3, set it up, and we even set a goal. We were like, okay, our goal is within 1 year, we need to hit 10,000 followers, which we did. We hit 10,000 followers in 11 months, 2 weeks. And we were like, oh, that was a good achievement.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we talk about the gap, it's definitely reality minus expectation.
Yeah. And then Alan, I realized, okay, that is one thing that you would do. There must be other things that you look from us. Is there anything else when you form a team that you look out for?
The person's value. I think the core value is important.
Define values?
Define value. Say, for instance, when there are many other people who can share content, let's say on the finance, then I ask myself, what kind of personality, what kind of character do I want? I want someone who is very selfless. Like someone who, when they know something, oh, it's not Puji, it's not Puji, it's not Puji.
Mina, I'm just shocked because he knows how not selfless I am.
Yep.
He knows how selfish I can be.
That's the thing. You think you can be very selfish, but from what I saw, you are willing to share information. So that selflessness in sharing information is like, okay, the top criteria that I want. Number 2, I want someone who do not only talk about all the good things, they are willing to talk about the challenges as well. So for example, in this case, vulnerability, right? Then I want people to talk about not on theory, I want them to share practical, so on the application, right? Then you always try to talk about, oh, I wasn't able to do this, that's why I adjusted my my direction, my strategy. So there is certain level of humility in there. Because if you don't have any of those, you'll be so full of yourself and think that whatever that I have in my mind is the best information, is the best content, but not many people may be able to relate to it. So that was what I was looking for.
What I'm hearing is, number 1, they have to be selfless in terms of sharing ideas. The second one is they have to have some sort of humility, not just understanding this is my way. There's also getting inputs from outside. The third one was
more on the application.
The application.
Yeah, the application.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of?
In application, as if I were to be an audience consuming the content, right? Then I know I can practice this. And it's not just like, oh, it looks like a good idea, but I don't know where to start.
Okay, application for the audience that will be consuming the content.
Yeah. And it's the same thing for our illustrator as well, right? When I look out for Song, I was thinking, oh, this girl, she has so much passion for drawing. She really can go all out hustling. She wouldn't mind working, going the extra miles. Because what I don't want is working with someone who would just tell me that, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want to work on it right now. But we're pushing for deadline. We want to chase a goal. You know it's not going to be easy. So the grit, the willingness, the will, the will to push for things has to be there. So aside from gap, then the second thing is definitely on the core value, this person's value. I think it's the same for Epipeople as well. That's why we have our own core value in the Epipeople, right? Which is growth, GROWTH. It stands for gratitude, right? You must be grateful for all the opportunities that our client has given us. We must be grateful for all the environments and all the team members that is working together with us right now. R is respect, mutual respect, because everyone have different opinion. You don't try to change people, but you try to learn how to work with different mindsets. O, openness, how open can we be in sharing our feedback? That's why we are very strong on our post-mortem. Every event, even like podcasts, the first 3 episodes, we sit down, openly talk about what we have done well and what we could have improved on. And then W is will, the will to push through hard times, because it's not always going to be like beautiful sunny day, right? There will be times where we feel like, oh, I'm not motivated to do this and I feel like giving up. So you must have the will to push through. And then T is teamwork, it's self-explanatory. And then H stands for humility. Like we are never the best, we are never the smartest. We can always learn from others, and that's why we want to surround ourselves with people who are way stronger than us, who are more competent than us, who are more knowledgeable than us. Like, because I heard this, right? Whoever is the smartest person, if you are the smartest person on the team, then that's the beginning of the downfall already. You need to have more smart people in the team.
I echo so much on looking into the core values. And I think it's not just in terms of hiring, it's also in terms of making decisions as things I do. For example, there's a conflict in the workplace, which is normal. I wouldn't say maybe conflict here is a taboo, disagreement, healthy conflict. And then the things that I would think about, okay, Mina, sit down for a bit. Is this, am I being grateful thinking like this? Is there a way that I can handle this conflict with respect? Am I losing my willingness? And I think it's not that we expect perfection from our team. It's just a reminder and an anchor that, yeah, Ellen, remember when we get too high, right? After achievement, where it's like, okay, remember, humility. And then we all kind of know our weakness. Sometimes, Mina, I know your weakness is humility, stuff like that. So it's a good reminder that we're not perfect, but at the same time, these are the things that we value. When we felt like we're swaying, we go back to that.
So it's like when you're at the top, you stay humble. When you're at the bottom, you have the will to push through. Right, is that. So we talk about the gap, right? And we talk about the core value. What was the third thing? It's about the
third thing, I would say, is team dynamics.
Team dynamics.
The dynamics.
Yeah. And you have a very recent example of team dynamics. Let's talk about what does dynamic mean to you first?
The dynamic would mean how, easy terms is how well you can work with that person. Yeah.
Is that chemistry?
Chemistry. And it's not necessarily a negative thing if you cannot work with the other person. It just means that it's not suitable. In Malay, it's not sekufu.
I know what to say.
Bukan jodoh. It's just bukan jodoh. It's not like, sometimes there were, recent story, we've been hiring Apprentice, and then there's this person, I see a lot of strength, I see a lot of potential, and I know that this person can do a lot. Do they fill in the gap? Yes, they fill in the gap. Do they fill in the core values? I would say, yeah, they shows some evidence and character that represents the value. However, dynamic-wise, I just knew that I wouldn't work well with this person. Not the best. I can work, but it give me an extra effort. It was just because that person was a bit too charming. And for me, when I do work, when I'm serious, I'm serious. When I want to do jokes. But then I felt like that person would give me a hard time in terms of having a boundary of work and also having fun.
I think what we're saying here is we can have two star player, right?
Yep.
But they may not be able to come together.
Imagine Messi and Ronaldo in the same team. They could be the GOAT, but together, I should stop talking about football because I don't have a say.
You don't have credibility for that.
I'm just a
hop on.
I'm just a World Cup final watcher. That's all I do. The other matches I don't watch.
Yep. The reason I want to talk about that is because it is not only about capability. Sometimes people think that, we don't come together as a team, it means that you are not as good. No, it's not that. I have met people who are so competent, who are so credible, but we can't find the chemistry to work together because maybe the way that I work may not fit well with the other person, or whatever the person can bring into the team may not fit in with the current team dynamics. Like I have to think about all the other 6 people who are on the team right now. Can they welcome this person with an open arms? So this is like, it's not the best that will work together, it's whoever that fits in that can bring the best out of everybody else. Suddenly I felt like this is like some smart thing. It's not you're not looking for the best
4
person.
over 10. 4 over 10.
You're not looking for the best
That's all.
person.
Not giving more than 4 over 10.
Let me finish the sentence. You're not looking for the best person. You're looking for the person that brings the best out of you. Okay, that is a nugget. Okay, let's
Ellen 2026.
Yep. So what we cover is in terms of team selection, whether it is getting people onto our project team or whether it is in terms of recruitment, we first identify the expectation that we have and look at what we have on our hand, which is the reality. So the difference forms the gap. So once we're able to have that gap, we go out there and look for others, and then we say, okay, we're going to filter through core values. Does this person resonate with us? Does this person vibe with us as well, right? And then towards the end, we see whether they fit in with the dynamics, right?
Yes.
Do they bring the best out of us, or they come in and then we still have to find a very hard time trying to figure each other out. So, if we do it well, then it increases the team productivity.
At the end of the day, it's just vibe.
Yep. So everyone, that is the episode today. We will see you next one on Epipeople on the record.